We gaze at stones too vast for hand or wheel, and wonder what the ancients used to feel. Baalbek's blocks and Sacsayhuamán's vast face show craft and weight that modern tools can't trace. Plug holes and knobs, dismissed as art or rite, were anchors set to harness fire and flight. Not force alone could raise such mass from mud, but heat and lift through smoke and flame and blood. A campfire's curl, a skin sewn taut and round, and suddenly the heaviest moved the ground. A hide or weave, with pitch and resin sealed, could catch the heat that rising air revealed. Fire pits, charred stones along the staging path, were not for gods but thermal aerostat math. These rigs did not need to lift stone from the land, just ease the weight enough for rope and hand. A block's heft cut in half could glide, where none had thought a stone abide. The knobs were fulcrums, tension found its place. The holes for beams to keep the rig in brace. In Egypt, linen soared, and fire grew clean with oils and vents to keep the flame unseen. No longer brute, their hands began to float, what once required the lever, sled or boat. An obelisk too long to stand by strain could tilt and rise as though it felt no pain. Balloons along its side could bear the weight. A float, not lift, that let them calibrate. At Baalbek, where the stones exceed belief, the theory shifts from hot air's subtle thief to hydrogen emerging from below, a vented gas with more than fire to show. If silk was sealed and caught that lighter air, the tonnage lifted might be far from rare. Bygone's vents and Gornia Sharia's track suggest great tech the present still does lack. The past, reframed, becomes a field of flight, where silk and gas replaced the chisel's might. Not crude, not myth, but systems built with grace, that placed each stone as if by thought, not brace. Precision born from buoyancy and line, a flighted stone becomes a sacred sign. And if balloons once walked the ancient sky, then lift, not labor, built the reason why.